Record. Hello, everybody, and welcome to your third Walktastic class. So everybody already should know that we need both balls for today's class and some kind of a book or something to stretch, block, wall works fine to do our calf stretch with, because when doing this stuff, you probably noticed your calves hurt a little bit. I've already had numerous people say, oh my gosh, my calves. Yes, your calves. Okay, we will not be using the big ball right away. We will be using our small ball. But before we do that, let's get centered. Because I want you to start bringing awareness to all these misalignments in your body and how your body feels. So sit yourself all the way back in your chair, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And let it go. Again, deep breath in. And let it go. I want you to begin to scan your body, noticing anything that just shows up or talks to you. It might be pain. It might be a tight muscle. What you might even notice are imbalances where you feel like you're a little crooked, or you feel shoulder up to your ear. Your hips feel imbalanced while you sit in the chair. And I want you to notice those things where you're sitting here still. And by closing our eyes, it helps us to just bring our awareness inward so we can notice. So over the next few weeks, we're trying to bring balance and alignment into the body and trying to strengthen, get the correct muscles firing so that we can walk and propel us forward. We're trying to wake up the nervous system, all these things to help us walk better and pain-free. A deep breath in. Blow it out. And then softly, slowly open your eyes. I want you to bring your body weight forward. Scoot yourself towards the front of your chair. And even though today's class is really going to be about the hips and the pelvis, we still have to do our feet. Okay, so take a look at your feet. We're going to constantly be talking about this alignment. Make sure that your toes are forward. And before we do too much of anything, we are going to come to standing. So bring your body weight forward onto your feet. Really push those feet into the floor and stand yourself up. Good. We're going to go back down anyhow. Don't worry about it. Back down. Okay, now grab your balls, your sack of balls. Because I don't want you to have to bend down. Because you're going to want a loose ball here for your feet. Take my ball out. Okay, this time I want you to bring your feet into alignment. So bring yourself forward. And we're going to do this again on the ball, but we're going to practice it here first. And I'm going to bring it up closer so that everybody on the screen can see it when we do it on the ball. Bring your body weight forward. You can place your hands here. Lift your toes. Spread your toes. Trying to get your pinky toe down. So we're doing it with less pressure than with standing first. Try to keep those arches lifted and put your toes down. Trying to keep those arches lifted. We're not doing our sit stands yet. We will do them. I want you to, again, body weight into the feet, push into the feet, stand up. But try to keep on your feet. Very good. Okay. We're going to walk around, but you need that ball. You're going to walk around to the back of your chair because I don't want anybody falling. So what we have not done is tried to massage our feet yet, standing on it. We've done it the other way. Okay, hold on to your chair. You're going to place the ball underneath the ball of your foot. Heel is down, and then we're going to go side to side. So we're really trying to open up those toes. So if you're having a hard time with your toes, this is really going to help because it's trying to spread these bones out to get our toes spread out. And if this is too much, you can do it seated. But if you have your heel down and you can really, if you lean forward, it's more pressure. If you stay back, you can do a little. You know, everybody's feet are different, different sensitivities. And then you could take it up to the arch of your foot, which then your foot has to come right off to be able to go side to side or front to back. Again, it's a lot more body weight, but now we're starting to work a little bit on that standing leg too. So much we have to learn about that we haven't even spoke about yet. And then place forefoot down and work on your heel. So if you already say, no, I have plantar fasciitis, I have this or that, and you know there's a place in your foot that hurts, don't do the whole foot. Maybe just work on that area. Or if you're watching the recording, pause it and just hang out in this part for a little longer. Okay, let's switch feet. I like to do the feet first so that we can spread those bones out and get the feet so you're feeling the ground better. Okay, so start with the ball of the foot. We are going to learn something new with the feet today. Really simple and easy. We'll move to the ball of the foot. And again, side to side or front and back, whatever feels really good to you. And you decide how much body weight you put on the foot. And then to the heel. Keep doing that. I'm just going to move a little bit so everybody can see me a little bit better. Okay, we'll go back to that first foot. Move too close? I don't think so. Okay, I'm putting my foot up here. You're keeping your foot on the ground. You're not putting your foot up just so that these guys can see a little better, but you'll all be able to see a little bit better too. So on the ground, I'll show you on the ground before I do it. So on the ground, you're going to be placing it just below the ball of the foot a little bit. And now you're going to be curling your toes. So imagine you're like a falcon curling your toes. And then you're going to do just the opposite. You're going to kind of sink into the ball and stretch the toes. Curl and stretch. Okay, keep doing that. And I'm going to put my foot up on here so that they can see a little bit better what this is going to look like. Okay, you're going to curl, and then you're going to lift, and you're going to stretch, trying to get these toes to spread apart. I'll go with this view. You guys can see a little better. Trying to curl around the ball. And then you're going to lift up. You're going to stretch these toes. Curl. And then stretch. Good. Let's go to the other foot. Really trying to wrap around that ball. Curl around that ball. And you might cramp here. That might happen. Just take a break if you cramp. And then pick the toes up and spread. Wrap around and curl. And lift up and spread. Curl. And spread. Get those toes spread. Couple more on your own. Play with it. Find that just right place. Try and get these feet and toes moving. Very good. Okay, bring yourself off of it. Okay, bring yourself down. Grab your pouch. Put your ball back in it. Okay, now, got it, honey. Here you go. I got one hand. You're welcome. Okay. So all of you guys in the room, we got to find a wall space. Okay, so grab a wall space. We're going to use a wall. So at home, you're going to have to go to a wall space. That's why I wanted to hurry up and do this at the beginning rather than wait till later on. Because now we're going to work on our hips. So I said we're going to do hips today. We're going to do our rollouts first. Any wall, you don't need a lot of space, just a little wall space. I was going to say, Judy, you can come up next to me. Okay, I'm going to move this out of my way. Come right here. So you can take the balls and right here, if you go back a little bit, there's a nice soft space in here. Yep, perfect. Nice soft space in here. See just above my pocket here. We're going to place it right there, trying to get into these muscles. And then you're going to put your body on the wall. So block. And you get to decide how much you lean into it. It might be tender, pre-warning. So then I'm going to have to come off the wall. So this is why I keep teaching you this windshield wiper movement. Once it's there, the body weight goes on the outside leg so that the inside leg where the ball is, you can pivot on the heel, move it in and out to massage. Okay, so if I'm against the wall, I'm going to try to get my leg out to where you guys can see it. I got my body weight just leaning against it, and I'm kind of just doing this windshield wiper movement. So you get to decide how much body weight you put into that and move those balls all around. So first we're starting here. This is the gluteus minimus muscle, and that's why we're trying to start way out on the edge, because the trigger points in this muscle will shoot pain down your leg. It's horrible. Nobody likes this pain. So we want to get rid of the pain in this hip, and we want to loosen it up. So you're just kind of leaning so that this leg is free, and then you can just windshield wiper. And then you can keep moving all the way through your hips. So you can just keep moving the balls, and you can keep windshield wipering And then you can just literally keep moving your body all the way around so that you get the whole area. And you're going to find probably like, oh, there's a really, it's sensitive right there. You know, you'll find these different areas. And then eventually you can even turn and you can start lifting the heel up and down and just play with the whole thing. So as I do this, now I can start kind of shifting my body up and down. So I'm kind of, now I'm more like frictioning it. You can even hold it in place and just squeeze and then relax and squeeze and relax, especially if you find a real tender point. So we want to work all of these restricted areas out. Like I said, the best thing is when you can do this on your own, you feel like, oh, my hip is really bothering me today. Good. Now we're doing this against the wall. You can lay down on the floor and do it. Okay. Bed doesn't work so good because it's too squishy, doesn't give enough pressure. Okay, let's switch sides for time's sake. So start with this up and down and try to get right in here to that. Start high with that gluteus minimus. Press in. Okay, so body weight's on the outside leg so that you can just rest on the heel of the inside leg that you're working on and just rotate in and out. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. You're really trying to just pin it and then use the windshield wiper movement of the leg to massage. You got it, honey? And you can move those balls wherever you want. Really massaging into it, moving right into the glutes. You can move those balls around wherever you want. To get more pinpointed, you would eventually go to one ball, okay? 2 balls is a broader surface. You can even use your big ball to do this kind of movement. But 2 balls, the 2 toted balls are more of a broad surface. And you can still decide how much body weight that you're putting on it. Remember, you can also go up and down. Find all the lovely different areas. So from sitting too much, what happens, these muscles fall asleep, but they also start to fall forward. So by doing this, we're going to help push everything back. That's our goal. Wake them up and push them back where they're supposed to be. Okay, guys, good. Okay, take them out. See how you feel. And you can go back to your chair and sit down. All right, we're still going to do what more. I grab my chair back, sorry. Because now we're going to work on the hip flexor right here. So you can have 1 ball or 2. I'm going to go with 1 because I'm going to try to really get it in here. So we did the quads on the front of the thigh on Wednesday. So again, you can have 1 or you can have 2. I'm just going to take 1. I'm going to try to reach around here. Now it kind of pops out really easy. Mine's pretty tight. There's a nice tight tendon right there. And that's where we want to be. So you take the ball there. I'm gonna set my other stuff down and place both hands on it. Bring my leg up. I'm gonna find it. And I'm gonna lean into it to decide how much pressure. You might be way back here, just touching it like that. And I'm gonna make it easy, and I'm just gonna windshield wiper my knee side to side to massage it. And try to keep your shoulders relaxed. You're just leaning forward. Really trying to pinpoint that. So this is for that swing. This is for the swing through of your step. You want to be able to bring that leg through, but this is also for that low back pain. A really, really big deal for that low back pain if this is too tight. And you can work through really this whole area. I really wanted to pinpoint this upper top area because as I showed you in the other video, it goes through your belly, crosses right here, and then attaches to your thigh bone. So this is about the easiest place that there is to get it. To get into your belly, the balls kind of just fall in there. Let's do the other side. I like to take my leg straight kind of first, find that area, put my hand on it, and then bring the leg into it so that I'm kind of moving my tissue out of the way. Lean into it, and then knee side to side. And you decide. So this is another thing you can just do on your belly. Just lay it down, put it underneath the leg, and then windshield wiper that leg. For me, I actually feel like I can get so much more control and body weight because I can hold it in place by doing it this way. Great. Relax. Okay, put those balls away because now we're going to move on to the big ball. So this is where I said you're going to think I'm crazy. We're going to sit on it. This is what you're going to do. You're going to stand yourself up and you're going to sit on the ball. You're already laughing. Okay, make sure feet are somewhat wide. You got a decent stance. They won't pop. They will not pop. Okay. Make sure they're right underneath you. You got it? If not, I'll help you. Okay. You can hold on. We're not bouncing, I promise. We're going to do pelvic tilts. You got it? Okay, I'll hold you, and then you can hold on to your chair. Yep, put all your body weight on it and lean back. Got it? All right, she's good. Okay. Like I said, I feel more secure, you know, if my feet are a little wider. So have your feet just a little wider. So we're going to do pelvic tilts. We're going to try to loosen up your pelvis, okay, on the ball. Okay, so you might have to like rearrange and feel like, do I have it in a good place? So your pelvic floor and your pelvis needs to move when you walk, okay? If this isn't moving, or if you got one hip higher than the other, or one forward and one back, so we have to get all this loosened up. So the ball is going to help us because it's helping the pelvic floor. So take your hands, and if you're holding on your chair, take one hand to your hip. And I want you to feel your pelvis tip forward, like you're tipping your bucket forward. Tailbone is going back. So I'm going to stand up and show you what I'm doing. I'm going like this, but you're doing it on the ball. Now we're going to go the opposite way and roll this way. Back. Yes, you guys got it. Good, you got it. Back and forth. A lot of people don't get this concept. So tuck tail under and then take tail back, back and forth. Back and forth. So moving that pelvis back and forth. So you're massaging that whole area. You're not just going to go back and forth though. This is start. Okay. Okay, now I want you to go side to side. It's a little harder. So you're going to go down and down. So it's like you're shifting the ball side to side, doing a little dance here, doing a little jig. So if you're holding on, that's okay. You're just going to go push. So it's like, think of it as push the right hip down and then push the left hip. So side to side. Good, good. You got it. And you got a lot of big nerves that go through here that feed your legs. So we're waking them up. Okay, so we did forward and back, side to side. So now let's put it all together. Okay, we're going to try to make a circle. So you're going to go forward to the side, curl back to the other side. So see if you can do it nice and fluid though. See, I'm like in a nice circle. So don't think too hard, just try to coordinate a circle, but it's your hips making the circle. Again, think about the fact I'm trying to get my pelvic bowl to loosen up. And if it's really stiff, this is not going to be easy for you. And don't get frustrated with it. Just think, when it does get easy for me, that means I'm so much better. Okay. See if you can switch direction now. If you got that one direction, you can go the other way. These aren't easy concepts, but they're gonna improve you. It's gonna help your walking. It's gonna help your pain. If you have any kind of, especially back pain, it's really good for your back pain. Tremendously. Good. Okay, feet down. You can hold on to your chair. We're going to come up. Okay, one more thing. Big breath. Okay, now we're going to take it to your sacrum. So this is the base of your spine. So your spine, you got your vertebra, it comes all the way down, and then there's this bone that looks kind of like a triangle right here. So we're going to go back to the wall. We're going to take the ball and you're going to place it right at that sacrum. And you're going to push your body weight on it because you don't want to use small balls in this area. And you're going to lean back. So you can do it standing like I am. Or you want more body weight, you take yourself down into a chair. And this is simple. You're just going to go side to side. We're just trying to loosen up the tissues. And you'll probably just, like I did, have to keep moving it. I'm just going to go side to side. Because this is what happens with this little sacrum. So you've got your sacrum and you've got your piriformis muscle, and it goes behind your sacrum. It attaches to one side, it goes the other side, and it crisscrosses and it attaches. So if you got one side that's tight, it makes your sacrum crooked, and then you're getting this terrible pain and you're walking around crooked, right? So we're trying to flatten it out and make it straight. Okay, and this is mild. You just So we're just trying to create space back there. Again, this is another one that you can do laying down in bridge pose. So if you put the ball underneath you in bridge pose, and you can shift. Actually, I feel like again, can get more body weight here, standing against the wall and just push. So this is called sacrum scrub. You're just trying to scrub your sacrum. Ah, relax. Okay, now we have to do all of our exercises. After you did the fun stuff, right? Okay, good job, everybody. Keep your balls. Have a seat. Okay, so I'm hoping that your whole pelvic bowl feels a little bit better. So I told you we were going to start using these for sit stand. So we're going to do that. Okay, I made you sit down, stand back up. So we're going to place the ball in between the legs. You're going to squeeze because this is going to help activate the inner thighs, which activates the pelvic floor that we just worked on, and your abdominal muscles. Okay, we need all of this. The other way we're going to do it, look at your feet before we get started. Make sure everything is forward. You might need to really feel like you're squeezing. If you need to, pull your plug out, let some air out. Okay, you don't have to pull it out all the way. You can just do a little bit. Okay, we can always add more air. You can just take some air out. Toes are forward, lift them up, spread them out, and then set them down. Just try to get those feet wide. Okay, squeeze that ball so we don't lose it. And then here we go. We do 10. All right, lean forward, press the feet in, stand up, squeezing that ball. If that ball is too big, let the air out. Let the air out, okay? Or get rid of it. You don't have to use it. This is only day 3, okay? Get rid of the ball. Easy. Drop your ball. Just do your sit stands. Okay, and down. Here we go. Now we're going to just keep going. Up and down. Up and down. And if you need to, do every other one, or up and down. Up and down. Great job. Great job, everyone. Up and down. 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 One more. Up and down. Okay, this time stand up and stay up. Good job. Okay, you're done now with the ball. Take it out. Fabulous. Walk around to the back of your chair. You can set that big ball down. Okay, yes, we will be using that block in just a second for our calf stretches. All right, first we start with the calf elevators. So here we go. Okay, you're gonna lift the heels and down. Up, oh, thank you, and down. Up and down. Up and down. Go ahead on your own. Breathing. Good job. Very impressive. Okay, we did the exercises. Now we will do the stretch. So take your block to the leg of your chair or whatever you have at home. Yep, just right there. Just like I've got mine. Doesn't matter which leg you start with. Take your foot up onto it. And then slowly bring yourself forward into your stretch. And again, you can stay right here, or you can step your foot through. Make sure that leg is straight. Whatever that leg is, keep it straight. You don't want to have a bend. We're trying to straighten out. Trying to get in good alignment here, okay? See better? I'll get rid of my chair. Take it back. We're going to switch. And I just have you put it at the leg of that chair because I don't want anything sliding on you. Leg up. Okay, and then just lean your body weight into it. Nice straight leg. Leaning in. You can stay there, or you can step into it. Breathe. If you can't comfortably breathe, it's too much. And then relax. And push that block or book or whatever out of your way. Circle the ankles. Okay, since we've been working on hips and pelvis, we're going to keep working on those hips. Stand up nice and tall. So first we're going to start with a straight leg, straight heel, back lift. So you can hold right onto your chair. I'm going to start with my right leg going back. So I'm going to push my left foot into the floor. And we haven't learned that. That's a skill for next week. But I still want you to start thinking about press that left foot into the floor to stabilize nice and strong. Lift that right leg in the back. And then down. Lift and 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 down. Last one, lift and down. Switch legs. So push the right foot into the floor. Take the left leg back. Okay, make sure that the foot is straight. Toes are forward. So the heel goes straight back. Here we go. Lift and down. 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 Lift. Lift. Relax. Last one. Lift. Relax. Okay. Stand up nice and tall. Okay. We don't want to be bending over. Keep yourself up nice and tall. Okay. Now we're going back to that right leg. We're going to switch it up. So this is not the way I want you to walk. These are exercises that we're doing just to strengthen. All right. First, I want you to turn your toes out. So just to get to your natural end range of motion, we're going to do the same thing, that lift back. But now we're working different muscles when we do this way. So here we go. We're going to lift it back and in. Back and in. Back and in. Back in. Lift. Relax. 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 Turn those toes forward. Okay, turn left toes out. I'm going to do the same thing here. So you're pushing that right foot into the floor to stabilize you for balance. And you're going to lift that left foot back and bring it in. Very good. Lift, bring it in. Lift and in. But trying to take it back behind you so you're engaging the glutes. Lift and bring it in. Place your hand back there and say, am I lifting here? Bring it in. Lift, bring it in. Lift, bring it in. Lift, bring it in. Lift, bring it in. Two more. Lift, in. Lift, and in. Good. Toes forward. Last one. So I'll turn towards you so you can see this a little better. So now toes turn in. Okay, so this one's a little harder. So this is what it'll look like, toes turned in. So it's just these hip rotations that we've been working on with these hip movements. We're just adding the exercise to it. So now you're taking it in. This one is the most difficult. That's why I save it for last. Okay, so you're taking toes in and you're gonna lift, bring it up. Lift. So don't get yourself bending over. You're up nice and tall. Lift. So you want to squeeze and bring it up. Squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and in. Squeeze and in. Keep looking at those toes. Are they turned in? Lift. Bring it in. Without bending forward. Lift and in. 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 Good. We're going to switch leg. Press that standing leg into the floor. Turn the toes in. Here we go. Lift and bring it in. Lift, bring it in. Good job. Lift and bring it in. I know this one's hard. Lift and in. Lift and in. Lift in. Lift in. Lift. Bring it in. Lift. Bring it in. Lift in. Lift in. Few more. Lift in. Lift in. Lift and in. Good. Toes straight. Walk it back into your chair down dog. So take that back first. Then bend the knees, hips back. Take your butt. So stick your butt out. Take your butt way back. So that I want you to feel a stretch in the hips and the back of the legs. And then straighten your legs as much as you want to, but you do not have to completely straighten them by any means. Do not overstretch. Trying to lengthen the back of those legs. Breathe. And lift yourself up. Walk yourself up. Stand up nice and tall. Body weight over to the right foot. Push that right foot into the ground so that you can take the heel of your left foot out and go in and out. And massaging into that hip joint just by doing this little jig here. Windshield wipering. And then we'll switch. And press that left foot in straight and strong. And then your little jig. Leg stillness. Set it down. Okay, toes are forward. Now we're going to do both at the same time. So you're going to, from that hip joint, you're going to roll out. So you're kind of going to the outside of your feet. And then you're going to roll in, out, and in. So now it's with body weight. Out and in, out and in. Trying to loosen all these joints up. Out and in. Out and in. Out, in, out, in, out, and in. Good. Legs forward. Toes forward. Knees forward. Lift yourself up. Lift your head up. Lift those toes. Spread those toes. Set, especially that pinky toe. Try to get the pinky toe to touch the floor. Can you do that? If not, don't get frustrated. Just keep practicing. Okay, and then see if you can set all the toes down, including the big toe, without dropping your arch. Lifting up through the arch of the foot. Okay, now we want to neutralize this pelvis. So we don't want the bucket forward or back. So we don't want to be here. We don't want to be tucking the tailbone under. We want to be right in the center, trying to find neutral. So you also could be doing this. And if there's a lot of tissue restriction here, and that's why we're going to do what we're going to do next, I want to be able to straighten it out. So I got you all in alignment so we could do a nice side stretch here. Okay, you have your chair in front of you if balance is an issue for you. So you'll place hand on the chair. What I'm going to do though, I've got you into balance. I'm going to take my left arm up to the sky and I'm going to reach. I really want to get a lot of length in here. If that's too much on your shoulder, that's okay. Do the side bend without the arm reach. Take your right arm and slide it down. You can always place that right hand on your chair for balance. We're trying to stretch this out. And breathe. So we want to stretch all the way from the ankle up to the fingertips. Okay, take that arm down, bring yourself back up. Other side. Slide the hand down, reach the right arm up, and keep sliding that hand down. Find that just right place for you, and then breathe into it. Just hang out there, nice deep breaths. In and out. Making yourself taller. Excellent. Bring the arm down. Pull yourself back up. All right, let's have a seat. Okay, make sure you're at the edge of your chair so that you have room for your legs, for your back. Okay, I want you to pick up this right leg, drawing the leg up. You can have hands behind or hands in front. You're going to bring your nose to your knee, curling up into this ball. And breathe. And set that leg down. Let's switch. Draw it up. Kind of curling up into this half ball. and relax. This time we're going to add something. So I want you to push your right foot into the floor. Push, 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 hold. I want you to feel the front of this leg fire up. Whole leg. Maybe even squeeze your butt. Squeeze the hamstring. Fire up the quad. And relax. Now pick up the leg. And relax. Nice deep breaths in and out. Hands can be behind so that it's not crushing if you have knee issues. Put those hands behind the thigh. And then relax down. Okay, again, push this left foot in the floor now. So tighten the quadricep, tighten up your glutes, the hamstrings, everything tight. Like you're really pushing so hard. I'm gonna push myself right out of my chair. And then relax. Pick that leg up. Now listen to me. And release down. Good. Okay, take that right ankle. You can either cross it over the left or you can cross it the knee or ankle to knee. Lengthen up. Chest reaching forward. And breathe. Bring yourself up. And switch legs. Lengthen up. Chest reaches forward. And you can relax. And bring yourself up. Set that leg down. We're going to take both legs to the right side of the chair. Slide that left leg back. You're holding onto the chair with the right hand. This is all about this left hip flexor. So we're going to add a couple things today, okay? Try to slowly give you layers. Push the left foot into the floor to fire up the front of this leg. So pushing that foot into the floor. And then relax. Take the arm up. Left arm up so you can lean towards the back of your chair. You can let that left knee down towards the floor as low as you want. That's up to you. Bring that arm down. Okay, bring that leg back forward. And then swing around. Okay, so now it's that right leg that's going to slide back. Push that foot into the floor. Hold. And relax. Arm up. And lean towards the back of your chair. That arm down. Slide that leg up. Bring yourself forward. Take both legs out in front of you. Lengthen up nice and tall. Imagine your chest is what's leading you forward. Take your chest down towards your toes. Keep your hands there for leverage. Find your just right stretch. And drop yourself down. And breathe. Connecting with your breath. Walk your hands up your legs. Lean back in your chair. Let the legs relax. Arms can just relax down by your sides or reach up overhead. Just a nice full body stretch. Excellent. Oh. Bring your arms down. And slide yourself back in your chair so you're fully supported by the back of your chair. And let your body completely rest. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. One more deep breath in. Let it go. Allowing your body to soften and melt. Relax your feet, legs, and hips. Relax your low back, mid back, and upper back. Relax your shoulders, arms, and hands. Soften your belly, chest, and throat. Relax your neck muscles, scalp, and face. There's nothing to do here. Just take these words in. The 5 W's of life. Who you are is what makes you special. Do not change for anyone. What lies ahead will always be a mystery. Do not be afraid to explore. When life pushes you over, you push back harder. Where there are choices to make the one you won't regret. Why things happen will never be certain. Take it in stride and move forward. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Wiggle your toes and fingers, gently waken the body. Rub your hands. Om Shanti. Infinite peace, many blessings to each and every single one of you. Have an absolutely fabulous day, everybody. Namaste. Welcome.
Thank you, Audrey.